Hey everybody, this is Erica off the Classy Climb blog. I'm doing a quick live stream here, off the cuff. People keep telling me, Erica, I just don't know how to proceed in business. I don't know how to proceed in my network marketing company. I don't know how to proceed school. You name it. They tell me they don't know how to proceed, and I go, listen. People follow your vision. People follow you. And if you move people to action or activity, or you're a great suggester, people will follow you. And I don't mean like you're going to have a crowd of people chanting your name. No. I mean like YouTube, Facebook, if you are one of those people that just provide a ton of positivity on Facebook, I've seen people with families and there's friends who don't even have families and they go, man, I love your pictures of your kids. 9 times out of 10, we're like, please stop posting pictures of your kids. But when you're that positive person that gives those great vibes and people are like, man, I want to strive to be that. I want to strive to do that. Words are so powerful. I can't even explain to you how powerful words are, right? Because what happens is people start going, man, that person thinks big, or that person's dream is crazy. And if people aren't saying your dream is crazy, then that's what you're thinking. Like, I love putting on there all the time, I'm going to spend a month in Italy next year in April or something, right? And so people will be like, you're going to spend a month in Italy? Why would you do that? Well, how are you going to live? What kind of money are you going to make? These things are hilarious to me because what it shows is you're asking the bigger question. You're asking the not how, but how can I, how can I go spend a month in Italy? How can I get there before the tourist craziness of the summer and the pickpocketing and all that good stuff? Like, I want to get there before that. Okay. And so what happens is, when you start working a backwards blueprint, when you start saying, I'm going to be in Italy in April. Okay, now you start working yourself back all the way in October when you originally said it to how many months will it take you to get there? How much will your flight be? How much will it cost you to update your passport? How much will it cost for you to get a bed and breakfast or ride around in a bus or go on a tour? You start backwards blueprinting. And I'm using the vacation as just an example, right? Same goes for business. If you say, Erica, I want to make $100,000 next year, I'm going to look you dead in the face and go, are you giving $100,000 worth of activity, worth of advice, worth of value? I mean, if you say you want 100,000 people, $100,000, I'm going to ask you next, how many people are you going to serve? I love doing this in real estate. I love when some agent tells me they're going to make 100,000. I'm going, well, that means you're going to serve 100 people $1,000 apartment complex commission, right? Their apartment locator. Or you're going to sell 11 houses. So that means you have to sell a house a month next year. Are you willing to do that? And lucky for them with Weichert, every 1 in 3 Weichert realtors, open house closes. So, I'm just going to tell them, hey, guess what? You're going to be doing every single month for the rest of the year. You're going to be doing 4 open houses a month, 1 every Saturday. Man, it quickly changes how quick people's I'm going to make 100,000 drops with that. When you say I got to give up Saturdays, I got to give up my Saturday. Yeah, dude, you got to give up your Saturday. Sorry about you. So it's just funny to me when people tell me that they seriously want to make all this money, because I just go, okay, well, let's blueprint it out, dude. Let's work it backwards. Let's see what we can do to get you there. All right? Because right there, you're going to sort through the population, right? There's going to be a whole host of people who are like, I ain't doing that. I ain't giving up every Saturday. Boom. All right. You cut those people down. You cut those people out of your close team, right? You get a team of people who are like, Erica, if I've got to hustle every Saturday to get out of this rut I'm in, then I'll do it. Right? So it starts with the small, right? And I always make fun of people posting positive motivational quotes, business quotes on Facebook, because that's easy. Anybody can do that. That's great. That's a start, though. I really want to encourage every young person I know that maybe you're lower middle class, maybe you're from working class, maybe you're from the projects, maybe you're from the trailer park, dude. I want you posting business and motivational positive quotes on your Facebook, because you're slapping minds left and right of people who maybe feel left behind, maybe who don't think their voice matters. You're changing that. Okay. So I want you to keep doing that. But that's the easy. If you're 25 to 35 and you're still posting motivational quotes and not hitting it hard, then I'm starting to give you crap, because even people who just pick up the phone and call 200 businesses a day, or people who called all the aspires on the real estate line, or people who decided, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get up and I'm going to go to my gym and I'm going to wear a shirt that says, "Want training? Call me." Right? Now, that depends on if you work at the gym. A lot of gyms aren't allowing that. So just saying, be careful with that one. You could probably go on Craigslist and get better results. But overall, when people say, "I'm a social media manager," I go, "How many companies are you working for right now?" One. Okay, well, how much are they paying you? 500? Okay, now why aren't you picking up the phone book and calling every small business in your town and asking them, can you help them? Can you grow their online presence? Can you bring them more clients? Can you bring them specials and sales? Why aren't you doing that? Right? You're going to go, "Well, Erica, well, nah, don't hit me with that. Don't hit me with that. Tell me why you're not picking up the phone." Because if you really are like, "I need money tomorrow," even in sales, if you're telling me, "I need money tomorrow," you know what I'm going to tell you? I'm going to tell you to grab the phone book and get to making phone calls. Same thing goes for insurance. Same thing goes for different types of sales. It's the phone calls and the personal visits. Because if you do about 10 personal visits, if you do one personal visit, it's equal to 10 sales phone calls. And I'm so serious. Like, if you start telling people, "Hey, I'm setting up an appointment with you and I'm going to stop by," it'd be amazing what happens. Even in Austin, when I would drop by and keep dropping by, like the 10th time, the lady's like, "Man, this girl is relentless. She's not going to give up." No, ma'am, I'm not going to give up, because I think this service or product is the best for your company and for you. It's that kind of determination, right? It's that kind of willpower. It's that kind of saying, "I am not giving up. I am hitting this over and over again," right? And so with that takes an elevation of your mind, right? Now, we start elevating your mind with the positive Facebook quotes, the positive motivational stuff. That's where we start. I'm not going to lie. That's a good start. But then I'm going to ask you, are you reading a book a week? Are you even reading a book a month? "Well, Erica, I don't like books. I have a hard time reading them." Okay, well, that's the problem right there, boo-boo. Because studies already show people who are millionaires usually read on average 3 books a month. Or the average CEO reads 60 books a year. I mean, homeboy is knocking out 5 books a month. What is he doing in those books? What is he looking for? He's elevating his mind. And there's some hers. They're elevating her mind. There's some Sheryl Sandbergs out there for sure. But that's where it starts. And I think we've all lost that art in America, where reading is fundamental, right? And people go, "Oh, Erica, there you go, talking about Americans again." Listen. There are people coming off the shore, and you can look up in the IRS records. Haitians and Koreans come to America penniless. I'm talking about on average, they come penniless, broke. They come here because of family members here, or they come here because of whatever. Within 5 years on their taxes, they're millionaires, or they have $1 million in assets. How is that possible? How is it possible a guy that comes here broke, doesn't speak the language well, has a thick accent, and if you're Haitian, it's got a French, island accent on it. If you're Korean, it's just a thick accent, comes here, and in 5 years, they're running circles around you, and you've lived your whole entire life in America. How is that possible? How is it possible? You know how it's possible? Because they committed. They're committed. They're here. They burned the bridge to get back home. They're here. They burned the ship, took all the supplies of the ship, and came to America. Best story about it, Forever 21. Came here in 1984? 82. Working 3 years at a gas station. On the 3rd year, they opened their business. That business made $700,000 first year. Broke. Came to LA broke. Working at a gas station. Working 2 other jobs. His wife working. Third year. Not 4th, not 5th, not 6th, not 20 years later. But 3rd year in America. Touching down in America, they opened Forever 21. Just imagine that. Just imagine that. The mindset that comes with that. Because people come here with fresh eyes. They go, "Man, this place is the land of opportunity. I am about to milk it." So when I tell you to elevate your mind, when you elevate your mind, that's when the new thoughts come in. That's when you start looking at your town as opportunity. As Grant Cardone jokingly says, who's got my blank money? Right? Who's got my damn money? Okay? Because if you get up in the morning like that, and you've already elevated your mind, you won't resort to things of drugs and selling crap and just selling junk. You'll be the best salesperson you know. You'll be the best insurance person. You'll be the best real estate agent. You'll be the best network marketer you know. And when people go, Erica, I just don't have any money. It costs you nothing to pick up your phone, your cell phone, and make videos. It costs you nothing to pick up that cell phone and make phone calls all day long until you get some money. Right? Because that's the biggest problem. When people sit there and go, Erica, I'm in network marketing, but I don't have a fancy car and I don't have money to flash and pictures and trips, and that's okay. Well, first off, that's why I work with my econ, because I'm going to get your money back on your paycheck at least. If I can't help you with my other programs, I'm going to at least help you with my econ and get your money back, right? I'm going to get you that $500 to $1,000 you're getting sucked out of your check every month. Now, once I do that, then I'm going to be like, hey, now what's your next level? Talk about the industry. Don't just talk about yourself. Talk about how much opportunity is out there. Why? Because people follow you. If they see you're chasing this with all your heart, mind, and soul, you're dropping 5 videos on YouTube a day or 5 videos on Facebook a day talking about this opportunity, building up that base, you know, talking about the books you've read and the places you're going, the meetings you've been to, they can see your mind has changed. They can see you're elevated. They can see the difference in your conversation. And people follow you. So then they'll be like, man, I want to get on that level. Because what happens is, when people tell me, Erica, I'm so busy. Erica, I'm so busy. I'm so busy, Erica, you don't understand. Okay, let me tell you this. Busy people are usually wealthy people. And you're going to slap me for that. But listen. If you're really 100%, like when I used to get up in the morning, go work at an apartment office, that afternoon, leave work in my nice clothes, change into my pizza uniform, deliver pizzas, okay? Deliver pizzas, and then that weekend, hit up a little Uber Instacart. Now, I was putting in 70, 80 hours, but guess what? The pay was great. I looked up, my account was flushed. Every time I turned around, my account was flushed with money. And I was paying off debt. But what was that about? Because I was busy. I wasn't sitting, every time I sat at work, I thought about, man, time to hit the next level. But being busy like that allowed me to see, okay, what is the next step for you? So you don't have to be out here from freaking 8 a.m. to 11 o'clock at night, you know, going up and down flights of stairs, delivering pizzas, right? You know what I mean? What is this next step? And so, of course, for me, that was real estate. And of course, for me, that was video and the online courses. You got to see all that journey. That's okay. You can see that. But for me, it was the being busy. It was the elevating my mind. It was the cash coming in, but me knowing you can't always use brawn. You have to use your brain. You have to figure out a system to get you that same results, right? So, I mean, all ships rise with the tide, right? Like right now, they're telling you in the economy, people are making more money. 1 in 5 people make $100,000 a year. But guess what? If you're not investing that money in monthly dividend stocks, lending club, real estate, you're just working. You're being busy now. You're making money. But what happens in 20 years when your body is like, nope, we're done. We're not working anymore. What if you have a heart attack? What if you break an ankle? What happens when you get cancer? There's so many things that happen to people in the course of their life that they don't decide, yeah, time to make a change. Okay? So don't get trapped in that comfort. Okay? Because what happens is people follow you. We're back on that. I'm so serious. People follow you. Your children follow you. Your spouse follow you. And what happens is sometimes when we get comfortable because we see other people doing it, we're like, well, they're doing that. They're going to work every day. Well, they're living over there in that neighborhood. Their kids go to that school. You got to ask better questions. Why do you want that? Why do you want to live in that neighborhood? Why do you want to live in that school? How can you live over there without breaking your back every night and day? That just takes, that right there is how you elevate your mind. That right there is how you start thinking bigger. That right there is how you start getting more activity. And maybe in the mental activity. So look, I'm going to end with the article I just read the other day. The guy had a $255,000 house. He paid it off in 3 years. Let me repeat that. The guy had a $255,000 house, paid it off in 3 years. What was one of the biggest sacrifices he made? And it was like a house with a basement apartment. He lived in the basement. The tenants lived up top. And he worked 3 jobs. So imagine that you owning this house, this beautiful house. You live in the apartment basement. You're working 3 jobs. You're exhausted. But guess what? On that 3rd year, you got to put your tenants out. You got to live up in the top. You got to remodel the house. Guess why? Because it's completely paid off. So why is that important? Because people follow you. This guy who bought this house and living in the basement apartment and working 3 jobs and being really busy, he is the definition of a hustler. He is the definition of people follow you, because people will see, damn, in 3 years when we were making fun of Greg is now debt free. Greg is mortgage free and has a whole house. And now it's on the flip side. Now someone lives in his apartment basement paying him rent, and he lives in the top house of a mortgage free house. So it doesn't have to take a forever. It doesn't have to take a long time. It can be done in 3 years if you have people following you. This is Erica from the Classy Climb blog. Thank you guys for listening. You guys have an awesome day.